Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 2, and chapter 2 verses 21 to 23. What profit comes to a man from all his toil? Vanity of vanities, says Koheleth. Vanity of vanities. All things are vanity. Here is one who has labored with wisdom and knowledge and skill, and yet to another who has not labored over it, he must leave property. This also is vanity and a great misfortune. For what profit comes to man from all the toil and anxiety of heart with which he has labored under the sun? All his days sorrow and grief are his occupation, even at night his mind is not at rest. This also is vanity. Ecclesiastes is number 20 of the 24 books of the Hebrew Bible and the third and final book of King Solomon. At this point in his life he has become skeptical about many things people do to achieve success. It is believed to have been written between 450 to 200 BC and is found among the canonical wisdom books in the Old Testament of most denominations of Christianity. Solomon was one person in the Bible who had everything: God's favor, power, wealth and wisdom. His purpose in writing this book is to make people realize that their own efforts, abilities, and righteousness is meaningless in a temporal world. A common belief among people of his day was that good people prospered and the wicked suffered, but that wasn't proven then, nor in the present day. In the Gospel of Luke, chapter 12 verses 13 to 21 we read of the rich fool. The man had worked all his life to become wealthy. Once he achieved his goal, he became prideful, but that very night his wealth would count for nothing as he approached his final judgment in the Lord. At this point earthly possessions are of little value. What is more important is how you led your life. Did you share with others less fortunate? Did you worship God on a regular basis? Did you treat your neighbor as you would yourself? There is a saying we often hear, "He who dives the most toys wins." The concept is that you gain something, fame or possessions through your own efforts and no one, not even God, helped. Of course that's a silly concept. You wouldn't even have been born had it not been for God. At our death we will enter an eternal, not temporal life. Greedy temporal achievements will be without value. Being of service to others will be more meaningful if done in a selfless love of others. We need to stop focusing on worldly achievements and turn our attention to the more important and everlasting goals that need to replace our temporal goals. Society will measure us on our material possessions or social achievements, but God will not be using worldly standards. Jesus warned of material and social achievement when he said, "You cannot serve God and mammon." Mammon is an Aramaic word, which means wealth or property. Greed is natural but morally undesirable because if taken to extreme, it injures others. Erich Fromm, a psych and social philosopher, is quoted as describing materialism as a bottomless pit which exhausts the person in endless effort to satisfy a need without ever reaching satisfaction. As today's reading points out, what is the point of acquiring great wealth anyway? You may build up a treasure in this world, but your lasting treasure is found as you rest in the hand of God. Nothing can change God's love for you.